I'm Nick Crow. I'm the Product Manager for Process Analyzers here at Yokogawa, Australia and New Zealand. Today I want to talk to you about one of our pH sensors that's commonly used in the mining industry as well as many other process industries. And what we want to show you is how to assemble this electrode because it comes disassembled. So when you receive your new pH sensor, you should receive the main body. This is our PH8 electrode. It should already become assembled with the cable and the KCL hose attached. You should also receive a glass pH electrode as well as a reference junction. Also in the box you'll have one bottle of KCL or potassium chloride solution, a nozzle to connect to that bottle, as well as a little thumbtack to pierce a hole in the bottle. So we can have a look now at how we actually assemble this sensor. So the first thing we need to do is screw in our pH glass electrode. So we can have a quick assessment and double check there's no obvious damage to the glass, and also check that the O-rings are in place on this sensor. When you look at the end of the probe, it should become obvious which hole the glass screws into. So we can screw that in and just nip it up finger tight and make sure the O-rings are sealed. The second thing to do is the reference junction. But this is slightly different. Again, we need to make sure the O-ring is in place, but with this one we just screw the first thread in and just leave it loose. Now the very next step should be to position or prepare your sensor for installation, and for that you need to put it into some kind of fitting. This particular fitting here I have here is a flow-through fitting, our PH8 HF, and what this is designed to do, our sample would flow into this connection at the bottom, up through the fitting and out of this connection at the side. Meanwhile our pH sensor comes and is positioned in through the top here. So we'll have to remove this cap and thread the cable and the hose through here, ready for installation. Okay, so now that we've got our locking nut for the flow fitting in position, we can actually connect our KCL hose to the KCL bottle. So the first thing we need to do is remove the cap, the transit cap, and screw in place that nozzle that was delivered in the box. And then the rest should become obvious. We can now connect this bottle to our hose, and it's at this point that we'll clamp our reference solution into its holder at a position that's elevated above the height of the sensor. We take our thumbtack and we can use it to pierce 3 little holes in the bottle here, which, as I say, will allow air to flow in and the reference solution to flow out. And with our pH probe now at a position that is lower than the KCL bottle, out of that reference junction we can bleed a little bit of that KCL solution through. Once it comes through, we know that it's full and we can screw the reference junction finger tight into place, and the sensor is ready to be used for measurement. So all we have left to do now is place it into its flow fitting, screw the locking nut on tight, and that's our pH sensor commissioned and ready for calibration and start operation. So I hope you found that useful if you're confused about all the parts that arrive in the box for our PH8 fitting. And if you want any more information or assistance from anybody at Yokogawa, please contact us through our website, and someone from Yokogawa in your region would be glad to help. Thanks very much for listening.